Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, we'd like to begin by giving all praise, honor, and glory
to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakodash.
Double honors unto the apostles and Allah's a great millstone. This is a few members of the GMS campaign in Trinidad. This is the brother Calab, the brother Quara, and the brother Khan, and including myself and brother Kwana. And we had to do a edificational video unto the hopeful elect, alright, which is unprofitable children. And you know, with any further notice, we go straight into the lesson. This is Sirach chapter 16 and verse 1, and it reads, it says, desire not a multitude of unprofitable children, neither delight in ungodly sons. Though they multiply, rejoice not in them, except the fear of the Lord be with them. Trust not thou in their life, neither respect their multitude. For one that is just is better than 1,000, and better it is to die without children than to have them that are ungodly. You understand? And you know, as we know, Cain and Abel and Jacob and Esau, they know the laws. You understand? And Esau choose to be the ungodly one. You know, just as how he choose to kill his brother Abel. And the Most High say, desire not a multitude of ungodly children, because they are unprofitable. You understand? That's how the Most High going to destroy them. The Most High is about to destroy them. Alright?
Scripture put Esau, Edom as well, the deaf adder. You know, that stopped up the ears. You understand? So that spirit that was put in them, you know, was to choose the evil. You know? But we on the other hand, as the spirit and power Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai was given unto us, which is Jacob, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, the spirit is within you. You know, the elect of us to choose the good. You know, which is going to counteract. As the scripture says, two set against another. You know, one against the other. Good is set against evil, life against death. You understand? So it's basically the profitable children versus the unprofitable. That is what's taking place today. And as the title of the lesson is, you know, desire not a multitude of unprofitable children, or the unprofitable children, you know, that would represent who? Cain, Esau. Alright? Because what the sacrifice or the oblation that he brought, the Most High didn't accept it. It was something unprofitable. Alright? So the Most High dealing with what the choice vine, the choice fruits, you know, the children of Israel. That is the profitable ones, the elect of them.
That's something good. This is Amos 5 and 15. It says, hate the evil and love the good, and establish judgment in the gate. It may be that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai of hosts will be gracious unto the remnant of Joseph.
The remnant of Joseph. Remnant remain that small number. Alright, the Most High ain't dealing with no big, large, huge crowd. Alright? The Most High looking for unique, the precious few. His strength, as the scripture says, his strength standeth nothing but in the multitude. Alright?
This is Sirach chapter 41 and verse 5, and it reads, it says, the children of sinners are an abominable children, and they that are conversant in the dwelling of the ungodly, the inheritance of sinners' children shall perish, and their prosperity shall have a perpetual reproach. The children will complain of an ungodly father, because they shall be reproached for his sake. He said, woe be unto you, ungodly men, which have forsaken the law of the Most High God. For if you increase, it shall be to your destruction. As the scripture say in 2 Corinthians chapter 10. You know, they are about to fulfill the prophecy, which is to bring forth the RFID chip, which Most High going to do, are going to destroy them. As the scripture says in Psalms 21, I think it's verse 11, the Lord about to destroy them. So if you increase, it's for your destruction, because you are an abominable generation. As your brother rightfully brought it out through the Spirit. You understand? The deaf adder which was put upon you all to do evil. And that is the lot you will receive from the Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Alright?
That's right.
Alright, this is
someone can read Genesis chapter 4. We see why is thy countenance fallen, verse 6.
that first one.
Yeah, read that first.
The book of Genesis chapter 4 verse 6, it says, And the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai said unto Cain, Why art thou wroth, and why is thy countenance fallen? If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted? And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door. And unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him.
So the Most I say, the Most I give Cain the opportunity, say, if thou doest well, shall not thou be accepted? You understand? But the maliciousness in the soul, as the scripture said in Wisdom of Solomon chapter 1, wisdom will not enter into a malicious soul. Because he was malicious, he was envious against his brother, which we're playing right now with Jacob and Esau as we hear today. That's what the Most I say, hey, let Satan lie at the door and let he rule over him. Go ahead, well,
I'll read from verse 5 if I may.
Okay.
This is Psalms 109, Salakia, and verse 5. It says, And they have rewarded me evil for good, and hatred for my love. Right? Reading on, it says,
Like what Cain did to Abel. Reward him evil for the good that he did. He offered a pleasing sacrifice unto the Most High, and the best thing Cain could think to do is just kill his brother.
and if I may say, it trickled down to this era that we in here. Because it's the same thing that Esau doing or planned to do unto the Lord's chosen men.
That's right.
Well, reading on in verse 6, it says, Set thou a wicked man over him, and let Satan stand at his right hand.
And the Most High put Satan on his right hand, which is on the left hand of the Most High, to fulfill his evil works. You understand? And that what the Lord do, and he failed to realize that what the Lord doing. But the scripture say in Revelation chapter 12 verse 12, the devil know he have but a short time. And that is why he knew he going to come down with great wrath, because he knew he's an abominable generation. That's why you see they ripping down the statues and things, but it's all to try to erase the treacherous history, the deceitful history. You understand? What they did against the people, they're trying to get out. Because it's easy for them to destroy the book, something, because it's in their power. Because the scripture says in Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
That's what Antiochus Epiphanes did. You know, when he was in rule, he burnt a lot of books. You know, he burnt a lot of our records, and that is what they did actually. When it is the Renaissance period, the rebirth, when they came out of them mountains and they said we're gonna build, they built the empire of a lies, of a deceit, where they painted the likeness of their own images. You know, put themselves in the place of royalty, put themselves they actually put themselves in the place of innocency by putting themselves as the people of the Most High, putting themselves as the angels, even the Messiah. They put themselves in the seat of the innocency. Now the scripture talks about whose oppressors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. Alright? Because the rightful role or status that you devil supposed to be having, you so-called white supposed to be having, is the status of the devil, the wicked one, as the scriptures call you, the murderer from the beginning, unprofitable children. Alright, because at the end of the day, your future, your destiny is to go in 1,000 years of slavery, then you're going to be totally annihilated. There's no profit. The scripture say, even though they sort it carefully with tears, you're not going to receive a blessing on that side in the kingdom to come, when we're going to rule.
That's right.
Remember the parable, Lazarus and the rich man. The rich man is you. Alright, crying out from hell for a drop of water on your tongue. While Lazarus being us, or Allah Isa, which means he who God helps, which is Israel, alright, he was in Abraham's bosom, representing a place of comfort, a place of rest. Scripture talk about there remaineth a rest for the people of the Most High, the profitable ones, starting with the elect. That's simply it. Alright, but you devils, you have no chance, you have no space, and that is actually get to you. You know, and each time you all turn on the YouTube and see us preaching and bringing out your demise, alright, your downfall, the detriment to your kingdom, you know, that is get to you, and that is why you're making these moves right now. You have wrath for the children of Israel, but you're going to fail.
That's right.
Because you are the unprofitable children. The Most High dealing with the profitable. And this what the Most High has started, this mustard seed. Because when you read one of the parables, I believe is in Matthew 13, it started off as a mustard seed and then it grew into something great. That is this. Alright, right now it started as a something small. You see little sanctuaries all over the world, you know, but then it's going to be great. We're going to actually be, the men you're seeing here are going to be the rulers of the earth.
That's right.
You understand? And you ain't gonna be able to stop that. Nothing you could do. You could bring a next Holocaust. You could do what you want. Alright, bring your World War III, which is to your demise. Alright, which is to your detriment. And it's still not gonna work. You know? So it's onward to the kingdom from this. Onward to rulership. Because why? We are the profitable children.
I won't say about This is 2nd Ezra chapter 11. 2nd Ezra chapter 12 and verse 23. Reading on, he said, in his last day shall the Most High rise up 3 kingdoms and renew many things therein, and they shall have dominion of the earth. Alright, correct me if I'm wrong, which I believe is in Vatican, England and America. Alright, and he go on to say, and of those that dwell therein with much oppression above all those that were before them. Therefore are they called the heads of the eagle, because remember Ezra was getting a dream with the 3 heads that it was asleep and the leaves, alright, the wings. And they go on in verse 25. This is the key point where I really read this preacher for. You see, for these are they that shall accomplish his wickedness and that shall finish his last end. As the brother rightfully said earlier on, you're all going to be annihilated.
That's right.
Because all I want to push for World War III, no problem. It's for all the detrimental. Because all they're going to perform the last end of all the kingdom.
But Jacob is the beginning of it that followed, and Esau is the end of the world.
Go ahead. Psalm 73.
This is Psalm 73 and verse 12. Right? It says, behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches.
The increase in riches, because when you go back to the blessing that Isaac bestowed onto Esau, he said after he wept for it, he cried like a baby for it. You know, the father said, alright, by your sword you shall live. You know, for the fatness of the earth and the dew of the heaven. You know, that's how you're gonna live. So right now, this current eon that we're living in, Esau living it up, they prosper, and these are the ungodly, which what prosper in the world. Because the earth is given into their hands. So by whatever means possible, which is by wicked means, alright, because they are the wicked ones, as the scripture says, what, through injuries and riches got by deceit. You understand? So they're doing all these things right now and prospering, which is the wicked acts. The ones that we know of and the ones that are yet disclosed, which will be revealed, because the scripture talks about what withholded that should be revealed in his time, which probably 99.9% of the revealing has already been done. You understand? Because there's truth on the scene, the light. You understand? So hey, it's a done deal. Alright, these devils out there, these so-called white out there, the ones that prosper in the world today, the ungodly ones. Alright, don't get fooled by the big cross, the white cross that is up upon the church, you know, by the Pope what they have at the forefront. These are devils. Scripture says Satan himself shall transform himself as an angel of light. That is them as well. Satan, the word Satan goes back to what, the adversary or the enemy, which they are to us. They are our enemy. These are the ones that had us in hardcore slavery. Alright? And now, hundreds of years after, they're thinking about some reparation.
And with us we say, forgive me. You understand? But with the Most High say, he required that which was past.
That's right.
And it's like the scripture saying 2 Thessalonians chapter 1 verse 6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with Yahweh Pastor try to recompense, to reward you what you did unto others. First thing first, they have done the no harm. They have done the no harm, and you put your hands on them. The Most High give you leisure to do it. But they went over the board. The most like yeah, and you take 10,000 yards. You understand?
But with the scripture say roughly paraphrasing, strike not a man that basically
Done the no harm.
have done you no
Like
harm.
boo-boos.
And Israel did you no harm.
Through the hatred that he had for us. Not the hatred is really a envy, because the scripture say all the trees of the garden envy them. Through the way that the Most High dealt with the children of Israel, mainly Esau, Edom, and the rest of the nations too. We ain't forgetting you all. But Esau, Edom, you know, through the envy in his heart, the hatred in his heart towards us, you know, he did it extremely. You know, his injuries, his oppression, his affliction was extreme to the children of Israel. You understand? The scripture says what in is in the Apocrypha self. I can't remember exactly where, but it say would I would not with so much jealousy repay you if thou hast not always slain my chosen. You know, exalting the stroke of thine hand. As Micah says, what they wake up in the morning, they practice it because it's in the power of their hand. That George Floyd incident was one out of many. It's one out of many, but the Most High just put that spirit right now for things to be roused up, because why we in the time of the end, the time of your fall. You know, so to cause a chain reaction, because this is when it's going to lead from one thing to the next. You understand? Every event that takes place now is just one of the dominoes falling onto the next one. Alright? Because we go into it's almost there, we almost home. Alright? The kingdom crumbling, the walls of Jericho coming down. And that domino effect. Alright? The unprofitable children getting wiped out. Go ahead.
And the bugging the hell out too. You know, because hey, if brothers getting dream of the kingdom, as I said earlier on, imagine what Esau getting right now.
Torments.
God.
But I why also the scripture say he have risen up with great wrath because he knew he have got that short time. You understand? So it really go hand in hand with the brother now see. You understand? We gain dreams of the kingdom. The end.
That's
You
right.
understand? And basically we rejoicing in we hearts because hey, the Most High coming back onto us. But you is nightmares you gain right now.
And that was what was happening in ancient Egypt. The Apocrypha, they recorded that. They were having dreams tormenting them. You know, the Egyptians, and they were being tormented with certain dreams, you know, pertaining to plagues coming after them. And that is what happening today in this Egypt, because everything is reincarnated. You know, and the Most High, he's a very strategic power. And when they check out how he operates, he's operate what just in a balanced way. You know, so if we getting dreams on this side pertaining to glory to come, they getting dreams on that side pertaining to doom to come. You know, slavery to come, hardcore bondage. Okay, you're greatly offended, and you must be repaid for that, and you know it.
That's right. That's right.
This is the book of Zechariah chapter 1 and verse 15. It says, I'll start at verse 14. So the angel that communed with me said unto me, Cry thou, saying, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, I am jealous for Jerusalem and for Zion with a great jealousy. And I am very sore displeased. Jealousy is the rage of a man, right? It says, and I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease. For I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, I am returned to Jerusalem, which is, you seeing it happening now. The Most High returned to Jerusalem. The Spirit is within us. Spirit here. Bring us back together again. Alright? I'm returned to Jerusalem, but Jerusalem is a people. Alright? With mercies, my house shall be built in it, said the Lord of hosts. The house of David, the tabernacle of David being rebuilt spiritually. Alright? And a line shall be stretched forth upon Jerusalem. One line, one connection. Alright? One connection, one spirit. Because what happened was the split. Alright? The split in the nation of Israel. Alright? But the Most High bring us back together. He mend back what bands, and he also mend back beauty. Alright? So this is what happening right now. The Most High again are ready to what? Punish the unprofitable children and give glory and honor unto his children. Alright? Something there?
2 Ezra 9 and verse 21. Read, and I saw and spared it greatly, and have kept me a grape of the cluster, and a plant of a great people. Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain.
Right, because the Most High, he has plans to redeem his people, his nation, but then yet still it have, just like in the time of Antiochus, in the time of Maccabees, it had the wicked Israelites that conformed. You know, they said, let's go and make a covenant with the heathens that are round about. They joined with them. So guess what? These heathen, these Israelites, which they are heathen, they became heathens, heathenistics by following the ways of the heathens. Alright? They are also going to perish. And the Most High going to keep, he has kept a grape of the cluster. Alright? The ones that he reserved unto honor. Go ahead.
Read, let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain. Let my grape be kept, and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect.
Amos 9. Amos 9, he said, what, they're going to have a great sifting, but yet shall not the least grain fall. That least grain representing the elect. Scripture also talks about the Most High knows how to preserve the godly. You know, he knows how to preserve the godly and to deliver the ungodly unto wrath and destruction. So his profitable children are preserved. But the unprofitable ones, you that make league, join in hand with the devil, you're going to be punished. You understand? You yourselves have become unprofitable unto him.
Scripture saying Isaiah 30 say, woe unto them that go down to Babylon for help. And the next one in verse 3, one of the things say, woe unto them that take a covering but not of me. You know, as the brother just brought it out through the spirit. You understand? You all took the spirit at Egypt and come fully heathens. And now we can see all your fully guns and evil.
That's right.
You know?
That's okay.
Go ahead.
I come more in that second.
Come on.
Reading on, read. Nevertheless, if thou wilt cease yet 7 days.
Yeah, so like that was it there. They could be the Isaiah.
Right, this is Isaiah 65 and verse 12. It says, therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter, because when I called, you did not answer.
And that is how just the Most High is. He still call. He still call. All they can't hear, all they can't say, all they didn't hear.
That's right.
And the next thing, all they can't say, all they didn't hear. Have they not heard? Yes, they heard, but just it was not in order to receive this. You understand? Because all you all caught, the world has been set in your heart. And this world today is wicked. The ungodly is the ones that rule in the world. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. You know? So that is why you're going to be numbered to the sword. Because that is what they are numbered to, the unprofitable children. Esau, Edom, the sword is going to be upon him. Them nuclear missiles. It is sharpened and it is furbished to make a sore slaughter. Shall we then make mirth? Which many of you out there making? You want to celebrate birthdays, Father's Day, Mother's Day, Carnival, Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving. You're making mirth.
So-called getting back together the countries.
Then they had if you check it out, just track back a bit before the whole COVID scene and whatnot. Marshall had his big marriage, the wedding. You understand? That is what happened. That was what was happening in the time of Noah. Scripture say what they were marrying and giving in marriage. And then the flood came. You all were there in your numbers. You all rampacked the stadiums. Marshall and Gwinnett save you in that day.
God.
Alright? You're gonna die. But
He's gonna die.
He gonna die as well. Captain with the crook. Alright?
So like as the scripture say. Alright, if I can just read it real quick, you know. The scripture say in Matthew, just roughly paraphrasing. Some received the word by the wayside, some on solid ground, and some on sandy shores. You understand? And it have plenty of these Israelites here, these heathen Israelites who pass by here the word and say, by the men talking in truth, but yet still they wouldn't repent. This is Matthew chapter 7 and verse 24. He said, therefore whosoever hear these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken unto him a wise man, which built his house upon a rock, which is Yahweh, the defender, the deliverer. But all they want to, Marshall, who is Marshall? Marshall nowhere recorded in the scriptures. He can't save all them. All upon sandy shores right now. And they go on to slap. You have a quick reset.
Yeah, God.
We're not finished with that.
This is the book of 2 Peter 2 and verse 4. It reads, for if Yahweh spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell, and delivered them into chains of darkness, to be preserved unto judgment, and spared not the whole world, but saved Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly, and turning the city of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrown, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly.
To live ungodly, and right as this precept said in Psalm 73, the ungodly that prosper in the world. So we have a big clue to know who the ungodlies are. The ones that prosper in the world. Hence the reason we know that Christianity or the church is not the place to be, because that is the main doctrine. Prosperity. Prosperity is the main doctrine in the Christian church. And outside of the Christian church, when you go into these entertainment, sex, sporting world, it's all about prospering and being somebody. But these are the ungodly. And the ungodly is going to be condemned with a overthrow.
That's right.
Well,
you know the brother said the Most High in 2 Peter where you now read, right? The Most High overthrew Sodom, right? And this is it here. And the rain descended, Matthew 7:25, and the rain descended. Alright? That rain also represented destruction. Because the scriptures say, only with thy eyes shall thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. And I think it's Revelations 15 where you see the glass of fire, which was the earth burning. Alright? And the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon the house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. That is the hopeful elect, as the scripture says in Psalm 91. Alright? Thou was my shield and thy buckler. Alright? Verse 26, and everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man. 2/3 of Israel is foolish people. That way the Lord said the ass knows his owner and the donkey is master's script. But Israel do not know, my people do not consider.
That's right.
We've been out there, the apostles been out there, we've been out there, the brothers who in the spirit of Jesus been out there. Going on to read. Unto a foolish man which built his house upon the sun, and the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and it beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it. You hear what the scripture say? Great was the fall of it. But the scripture say, Babylon the great has fallen, Babylon the great has fallen. Great shall be the fall of this place.
That's right.
So 2/3 of Israel is unprofitable children too. All had to come to the elect lineage, right?
Because what the scripture say, the multitude that was born in vain.
Sirach 16.
Quick one day, sure.
Yeah.
Same Peter, you know, this is Peter 4 and 18, 1 Peter, right? It says, verse 17, for the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of power, and if first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obeyed not the gospel? And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and sinners appear? If the righteous going to scarcely be saved, you know, won't go on with the ungodly.
Because when you look up the
And the
word,
sinners.
so like when you look up the word scarcely, it means to basically be saved by a little thing.
Barely to, like to barely make it, you know, like you just stumble across the finish and bam, I reach, but you make it.
You pass.
The righteous gonna make it. So you don't know if the righteous just make it by the them ain't making it. Them not making it. All they not making it. All they wanna chant Marshall.
God.
I'll read this precept in the Isaiah. Like you read the Psalms. We'll try to wrap it up, right?
God.
Isaiah 1 and verse 8, it says, "And the daughter of Zion is left as a cottage in a vineyard, as a lodge in a garden of cucumbers, as a besieged city."
Stop on verse 7.
Verse 7.
God.
Isaiah 1:7, it says, "Your country is desolate."
Except the Lord of left and right.
That is 9.
Alright,
I was going to note it.
exactly.
Verse 9, it says, "Except the Lord of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant, we should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah."
And we, the hope we like is that small remnant. The large multitude are the 144,000. That is the small remnant. Because we practicing righteousness, we rehearsing the righteous acts, becoming the desirable vessels that the Most High could use, meet for the Father's work. That is what we is. That what the Lord say, a besieged city, a surrounded city. We surrounded by only evildoers and unprofitable children. That what the word besieged means, to be surrounded. Okay, go ahead in the Psalms.
So let's bring this precept real quick. You mention besieging. There's the book of Ezekiel chapter 5 and verse 5. It says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, this is Jerusalem. I have set it in the midst of the nations and countries that are round about her."
Can in the midst of, hey, all these nations see it and all these nations know. And all these nations know they lay their hand on Israel. And for touching the fruit of the Most High, you're going to be recompensed. And your recompense ain't going to have an expiry date. Like how this kingdom have an expiry date, it ain't going to have an expiry date. Or like to worship we. The nation of Israel, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai people.